Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Periscope. It's another one of these newfangled ones. I'm just going to wait for people to join. I can see Guida's joined straight away. Guida, good evening. I can see MK339. I'm looking at everyone joining on my phone, guys, because I'm using a different camera for Periscope from now on. I'm no longer scoping from my phone or my tablet. I can see Helen Kent is here. Helen, thank you for joining us. Steve is here. Got YouTube open and at the ready, says Guida, because tonight, guys, yes, we are talking about YouTube, all right? Because, well, I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Lucy, good evening. Good evening, Steve. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I think for actors, YouTube is incredibly useful for getting your stuff out there. No longer do we need, you know, ultimately permission to broadcast our own stuff. I mean, ultimately, guys, right now, you're watching kind of like a TV show live from my office at home. I'm going to be able to show you awesome videos. I can communicate with you, and this is all for free. You know, I mean, there's never been a better time to create video content, basically. I've got some stats that I want to pull up for you as well on YouTube that I was just reading that just blow my mind. I mean, it's incredible. Let me just read a couple of these to you. YouTube has over 1 billion users, all right? Almost a third of all people on the internet, and every day, people watch hundreds of millions of hours of YouTube videos and generate billions of views, okay? So there's over 1 billion users on YouTube for a start. Fanny, good evening. I can see you just joined. YouTube overall, and even YouTube on mobile alone, reaches more 18 to 34-year-olds and 18 to 49-year-olds than any cable network in the US. All right, so YouTube is bigger, even just on mobile alone, than any cable network in America, all right? More than half of YouTube views come from mobile devices, just so you know. Let me know if you're watching on a mobile. I'm watching myself right now on a mobile. Tommy's here. Good evening, Tommy. YouTube has launched local versions in more than 88 countries, and you can navigate YouTube in a total of 76 different languages, covering 95% of the internet population. Now, just tell me, as an actor, whether you think that is useful to you. You know, because I don't think people really understand the reach that YouTube's got till you hear stats like that. And for those who are just joining for the first time, by the way, whilst other people are joining, I'll give you a little bit of an intro to who I am, just so you know why I'm talking about this. My name's Ross. I'm an actor and a voiceover artist from Manchester in the UK. I run a website called Act On This, the TV Actors Network, that you can find at www.actonthis.tv. And I do interviews with some of the greatest minds in the industry, so go and check that out. I run a Facebook group as well for actors at facebook.com/groups/Act On This TV. And most people tonight are joining from that Facebook group. So if you're not a member, come and say hello. Miranda, good evening, says, hello guys, I'm watching on a mobile. There you go. Steve says quite a lot of singers have been noticed on YouTube. Yes, they have. Fanny says she bloody loves YouTube, but really struggle to get many viewers. Well, Fanny, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about an upcoming feature that I'm doing for Act On This with one of the absolute gurus of getting hits on YouTube. Good evening, Brian. I can see you here as well. So what I want you to do, guys, I'm going to we're mixing it up tonight with media and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to throw a couple of slides on the screen for you now. How cool is this? We no longer have to hold up paper slides. You get to see everything in high definition, and I don't have to strain my neck and try and read from slides that I can't actually kind of see on the broadcast. Could you share this scope for me as well, guys? What I want to do is start getting the word out there more and more this year. Now, to share, if you're on mobile, you'll see there's 3 dots at the bottom of your screen. Click on them. It'll bring up that menu there. You can just click Share Broadcast, and you can either put it out on Facebook, Twitter, or both, whatever you prefer. Thank you, Steve. I can see you shared it. Fanny, I can see you shared it as well. But I think this is quite useful for a lot of people, what we're going to talk about tonight. And I'm going to show you, if anything, just 3 great YouTube channels that I think every actor should absolutely be. Thank you, Miranda, for sharing, and Lucy, that you should be watching, really. Not only just watching it and doing no other work, but just watching it. I'm slightly biased, guys, on the first one that I've chosen. Helen, thank you for sharing. Brian, thank you for sharing. I'm a little bit biased, obviously, because I run this YouTube channel, all right? The first one up is obviously going to be Act On This, the TV Actors Network. Now, a lot of people don't even know I've got a YouTube channel for Act On This, but it's where I host Quite a lot of stuff, really, and it's where you can catch up, particularly if you're a Periscope viewer and you want to kind of indulge in some of the Periscopes you've missed. You can catch up on every single Periscope that I've done on YouTube, or at least you will be able to after today. I missed a few out on YouTube recently because Twitter now enables you to actually embed your Periscope directly into your webpage, so I've done that on a few to test it out, but I want to keep uploading these Periscopes to Twitter as well so that people can still find them there as well. The address is youtube.com/actonthisTV, and you will find interviews there. So you'll find either full interviews from the free ones that I do for Act on This TV, or you'll find snippets, 15-minute previews of the premium ones that I do over on actonthis.tv. And if you're not a premium member and you want to watch the rest of it, you can just upgrade for, it's 10 quid a month, guys, but you get access to 200 hours worth of those interviews. Gida's subscribed, amazing. Thank you, Gida. But yeah, I put interviews on there with the greatest minds in the acting industry, and there's literally hundreds of motivation and mind hacks Periscopes, which we're talking about tonight. This is what I label my Monday night Periscope as motivation and mind hacks. And then we do a book club on a Wednesday, so you can get access to all of the replays on the book club on there as well. And they're even of interest, even if you're not an actor. They're personal development books that are going to help you get further in your career faster. I've got a little trailer just to show you the types of interviews that I do. I mean, this is like literally a minute long, guys. It's not. It's just a tiny, tiny trailer of an interview that I did with Ruth Madeley. She's actually a BAFTA-winning actress now. She won the Breakthrough BAFTA in the acting category a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually, a couple of months ago, maybe. And now she, you know, she's working with some incredible people in the industry. I interviewed her just after she'd been nominated for the Leading Actress BAFTA, up against Sheridan Smith, Saran Jones, and Claire Foy. It's well over an hour long, the interview. It's awesome. We talk so openly and honestly about a lot of struggle that Ruth's had in her life. She's actually a wheelchair user. She's faced a lot of adversity, but has still now won a BAFTA in the face of all that adversity. It's super, super inspiring. I've mixed this little like 1 minute or so trailer together so you can see a little bit about it, and also you can see her performance, a tiny little bit of it anyway, in the drama that won her that BAFTA nomination. It was called Don't Take My Baby. So check it out, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Well, probably not even that.
As I'm looking back in time, it's like someone tells me I was always on my way.
How did you find out that you'd been nominated for a BAFTA, that the show had been nominated for a BAFTA?
That it's not just destiny.
I found out by tweet, and those poor people in the quiet coach on that train. My phone just started going crazy. And my best friend was just like, Jeremy Kyle's doing Good Morning Britain this morning. He's just mentioned that you've been nominated for a BAFTA. What's happening? I don't understand what's going on. Why didn't you tell me? I was like, I didn't know.
Your dreams, our inspiration.
Boom! So there you go. Check it out. I mean, it's just a super, super quick, very, very simple trailer for just, you know, to give you a taste of how I film those interviews. They're all super, super high quality, multi-camera, TV style interviews. Give me a little, actually the heart's coming through. Give me a comment if you've watched that, or if you've watched any of the TV style interviews that I've done. I've done 4 of them so far. I'm going to do 1 a month throughout 2017. I've got some awesome guests lined up for this year. We've got Julie Hesmondhalgh. I've got Lee Boardman's coming back on, actually, potentially this month. Got a couple of the Corrie cast. Maybe people like Chris Eccleston. Some mega famous writers that I don't want to say exactly who yet, just in case they bail, but some great people. I want to know what you've seen. I've watched a couple you've done, so Steve, well, thank you for that. If you find them useful, please share them, but if you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, you will get updates. As soon as I publish something new, you're going to get an email. Are you doing any more casting directors? Yeah, loads, Fanny. There'll be loads of casting directors on. I watched the Rob Collier one, says Steve. Liam Collier you've put, but Liam was a character he played in Corrie. But Rob Collier, yeah, no probs. And Lucy says they're fab. Yeah, no, honestly, I put like my life and soul into those interviews, guys. Please watch them. But yeah, like I say, if you subscribe, share them with your friends. If you find them useful, you get value from them, let other actors know about them. This year for me is all about growing Act on This in general, really, but particularly the YouTube channel. Which brings me, hello Jake, good evening, my man. Which brings me on to the next channel that I want to talk about, guys. So just to recap, okay, that's Act on This, the TV Actors Network. Find it at youtube.com/ActOnThisTV. Yes, indeed, they are awesome, says Miranda. Thank you, Miranda. And like I say, you're going to find all those interviews. You'll find hundreds of the Periscope replays and hundreds of the book club Periscope replays as well. Now, Fanny mentioned before that she finds it difficult to get views on her YouTube videos. Well, last year, actually no, it was the year before now. I can't believe it's gone so quick. Year before, I took a visit out to Los Angeles and I met some incredible influencers out there, some great minds, brilliant people, and I came across a really young guy. He's only 21. He's called Navid. He's absolutely total legend. Really cool guy. But he's an absolute authority on YouTube. He owns this channel, guys, which is called Absolute Motivation. Okay, you'll find it at youtube.com/Absolute Motivation. It's got incredible motivational videos, like just fantastic motivational videos. I'm all about creating motivation from the inside, from a positive psychology perspective, but sometimes you do just genuinely need a boost, okay? If you're not feeling particularly self-motivated, watching a motivational video, which you're going to watch in a minute, because I'm going to play you one of Nav's pieces, really can bolster your state of being. It can really have a positive impact on how you are feeling, and it might take you 5 minutes to watch, okay? Nav does some collaborations with world-leading brands. His videos have had literally millions of hits. He put one on last week. It's had 180,000 hits already in less than a week. And he's going to be coming on actonthis.tv in a very near future, like in the next 10 days or so, to do a live broadcast with us, actually kind of teaching some of his ninja tips and skills to get your YouTube videos out there and have more people watch them. There's a lot of behind the scenes things you can do that comes when it comes to like keywords, tagging, the way that you use thumbnail images, your channel, how you present yourself, lots and lots of things. This guy gets paid 5 figures by clients to fly out all over the world. He's in Barcelona at the moment to make a video for them. The guy's getting like 10, 15 grand to make a video for them because his shit is together. He's like absolutely on it. I want to play you a video from him at the moment that he's got out at the moment, the latest one that he's put up, the one that I said has had about 180,000 hits in a week. You'll find the rest, like I say, at youtube.com/Absolute Motivation, and you can actually join his Facebook page as well, which is facebook.com/Absolute Motivation Media. So I'm going to play you this. You're going to feel pumped after this, guys. It's about 5 minutes, I think. Give me some hearts if you're ready to get motivated. And if you've not shared this scope yet, share it now, because people are going to want to watch this, because it's going to motivate the shit out of them to get stuff done. Okay, Fanny's saying people are strange. Don't know what comment. I must have missed a couple of other comments, Fanny. She just said randomly, people are strange. Yeah, some people are definitely strange. So the hearts are coming through. I'm going to watch this as well now, guys, and I'll see you roughly in 5. But it wasn't Fanny, it was someone else who said someone's strange. But never mind. Plan Pinch 3. It's their first day in Periscope. Good evening, and check this out. All right, see you in a sec.
Your opinion of yourself becomes your reality. If you have all these doubts, then no one will believe in you, and everything will go wrong. If you think the opposite will happen. It's that simple. The higher your self-belief, the more your power to transform reality. Having supreme confidence makes you fearless and persistent, allowing you to overcome obstacles that stop most people in their tracks. You have a set of skills and experiences that make you unique. They point towards some life task that you were meant to accomplish.
The easiest way to deal with the fear of failure is to be more fearful of not taking action, to be more fearful of settling for a life that is far below what you deserve and what you desire. You know, turn fear on itself. But the difference between work and mission is a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning. When what you're doing is meaningful, it's not work.
Understand, people will constantly attack you in life. One of their main weapons will be to instill in you doubts about yourself, your worth, your abilities, your potential. They will often disguise this as their objective opinion, but invariably it has a political purpose. They want to keep you down. In every moment of life, you can defy and deny people this power. You do so by maintaining a sense of purpose, a high destiny you are fulfilling.
What makes us suffer is our thoughts. And most people don't master their minds. And so their minds go crazy, and we believe our thoughts. We believe that if this doesn't happen, our lives are going to be so stressed or over. And most of it is just bullshit. The mind is looking for what's wrong.
What is it worth? What is it worth? And that's what I've come to so many times in my career, in my life, is that I've said the safe road is going to pay off. There are many payoffs to it, but I can't be there and have my soul be on a completely different track. It's always worth losing to me.
It is.
It's always worth risking.
You want to ask every day, how can I grow? So at the end of that day, you're not the same person that got out of bed. You've had an insight, you've had a revelation, you've practiced something new, you've tried something new, so that you have become more yourself. How can I grow today? I don't want to be the same person 365 days from today.
And I'm here to tell you what you already know. Resources are never the problem. It's a lack of resourcefulness is why you failed. Because the ultimate resources are emotional states. If you're creative enough, can you find the answer? Yes or no? If you're determined enough, can you find the breakthrough? Yes or no? If you're passionate, loving enough, can you get someone to help you? Yes or no? If there's no way that you're committed, can you find the money even if you don't have it? Yes or no? So I said creativity, decisiveness, passion, honesty, sincerity, love. These are the ultimate human resources. And when you engage these resources, you can get any other resource on earth. Resourcefulness is the ultimate resource. And if you don't have what you want, stop telling yourself the story because you don't have the money, you don't have the time. That's bullshit. It's because you haven't committed yourself where you would burn your boats. If you want to take the fucking island, burn your fucking boats. And you will take the outing because people, when they're going to either die or succeed, tend to succeed. But most of us give ourselves a way out, and that's why we don't have what we want. So if you and I really want to know what's going to take to get your dream and make it real, it's to stop all the things you told yourself that aren't.
The average person is playing the game at such a low level, it's almost inconceivable. Their thoughts and concerns are so petty and small-minded that if they only thought, what's that word? What is it? What is it? What is it? Okay.
Boom, there you go, guys. Motivating or what? Basically, that's just one video that has had nearly 200,000 hits in 1 week. Let me know what you thought of it. I can see people on the comments as they're going through going, it's dramatic, isn't it? It is. In other words, we could be bordering on our own being our worst enemies, says Plan Pinch. Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. It's sickeningly dramatic. That was incredible, says Steve. It is. Nav's got a bit of a skill about him about making things quite dramatic. I often will put on, Brian's pumped, we'll put on one of his videos just in the background sometimes. If I'm just in the morning, I'm just kind of got back from the gym, Might be having a, I'm not stopped drinking coffee now. I started having matcha. It's like super strength green tea. I'm getting ready for the day. I just need that little extra kind of kick. I'll put one of those videos on. And it's not just that the videos are good. Like I say, there's a lot of mechanics in the back end of YouTube that Nav uses in order to get his videos out there. And I'm going to bring him on for a feature to help you as an actor. If you've got material you want to get out there, get it out to more people. Someone just asked if Nav's a script writer. No, he's not. But he's very talented with narrative. Loving the red tonight, very vibrant. I know I thought I'd match the poster, Fanny. I thought, just get this on, match the poster in the background. So how's it going with the matcha, says Gida. Well, I've actually got one right now, Gida, in a Starbucks cup, but I've made it myself. It's not from Starbucks. It's very good. It tastes much cleaner than coffee. It gives you energy, but doesn't give you that crazy spike that coffee gives you, and it's more sustainable. So far, the experiment is going very, very well. So to recap, guys, yeah, Nav's YouTube channel, just subscribe to it. There'll be you and another 400,000 people, I think, subscribe to it anyway. Matcha Fanny is super strength green tea, if you want to know. Just Google Matcha, M-A-T-C-H-A, and you can check it out. Very good for you. Good drink. But yeah, it's youtube.com/absolute motivation. There's so many more videos than what I just played you there, but they're great. They're really, really motivating. And like I say, on days where you're not self-motivated, I'm all about empowering people to take control of their mindsets so that they can be motivated from the inside. But I totally agree that on some days you need a kick externally as well. This is the channel that will give you that external kick. Is it as good as hot chocolate, says Steve? Steve, miles better, mate. Miles better. So check out, give me some hearts if you're going to subscribe to Nav's channel. It's a great one. It's really, really good. Let's have a look. Oh, people are congratulating Fanny on her dating video that she put in the Facebook group as well. Saw that, Fanny. Literally off your head. But hilarious. Good on you. Come and join the Facebook group, guys. If you're an actor, facebook.com/groups/act on this TV. Next channel up, guys, is was already a subscriber, says Jake. Awesome. Next channel up is one that I massively respect for, one, the production values. It's what I aspire to kind of take Act on This's interviews to one day, in the not too distant future. They do some awesome round table interviews with literally the biggest stars in the acting industry, both in front of and behind the camera. If you've never watched a Hollywood Reporter round table, you've been missing out for way, way, way too long. Let me know if you've seen any of the Hollywood Reporter roundtable interviews, because they're just incredible, and they are with the biggest names in the world. In the States, in Hollywood, both in front of and from behind the camera. Mary Jane says she loves them. They are awesome. YouTube.com/Hollywood Reporter. Brilliant roundtable interviews with Hollywood's elite. Okay, these are people that I can't get on the podcast just yet because they probably wouldn't want to come to Manchester, to Media City, to do one of my interviews, but these interviews are great. I've just subscribed, although Act on This is usually my go-to page for motivational pick-me-up. Amazing. Well, thank you very much for that. Subscribe to Nav's page, though. Yeah, definitely. Absolute Motivation is a good one, and you'll want to once you see him on the Act on This feature as well that I'm going to do with him. Awesome guy. Gida hasn't seen this before. Okay, well, these are awesome, Gida. You get access to incredible people from behind the scenes. It's very current as well and updated very often. It's a bit of a publicity machine for Hollywood, basically. So the who's who of the elite in Hollywood effectively, feel it's something that they've got to do. Probably if they want to do it or not. It's like you should be seen in a Hollywood Reporter. It's a bit like Variety, the magazine. You should be seen in that magazine if you're an actor. One day, these guys will be on my interviews. I'll have to fly in first class to Manchester probably, or fly myself out to Hollywood. But it will happen, I assure you. I will interview Will Smith at some point. I'm going to play you guys an interview now, because these aren't A-list movie stars, okay? But these are some incredible cinematographers from behind the scenes, okay? So these are the guys who basically take the director's vision and go, right, okay, I'm going to be your director of photography, or, ultimately stylize your movie and help you make it look incredible. they've shot some of the biggest movies of 2016, 2017. It's an hour long. I can't play you an hour, obviously, but I'll play you a few minutes so you can see the style of these. Fanny says she's going to be in Hollywood Reporter one day soon. Excellent, Fanny. I can't wait to watch an interview with you on there. But yeah, I'll play you a little bit. Just look at the production values, guys. They're very, very good. I'm not a big fan, though, of the English guy who's like the moderator. I think he's a bit cold. I think I would do a better job. If you see that when you're watching this, give some hearts so I know you think I might do a better job. Just being biased. Here you go.
Welcome to the Hollywood Reporter Roundtable's Cinematographers. I'm Carolyn Jardina, and I'm with my colleague Greg Kilday. Yeah. I'd like to welcome Bradford Young, John Toll, Charlotta Bruns Christensen, Caleb Deschanel, Rodrigo Prieto, and Lena Sandgren.
Let's start out with a very general question. What's the biggest misunderstanding that you find people have about what you do as cinematographers?
Oof.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, I think that it's a lot of people, at least when I was even, especially starting, and people in my family even thought that I took photos, that I was a photographer, which in a way we are, we just take 24 frames per second, sometimes more, right?
Sometimes. Sometimes 120.
But yeah, that was kind of the main thing. I mean, my father-in-law always thought that I was like, that I had a little studio and took like fast-forward photos and things like that, so that's one of the misunderstandings.
I wonder, when you read reviews, how often do you feel the reviewers get it right when they talk about the look of a movie?
Some of the time. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the reviewers are pretty knowledgeable, I think. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they just kind of misinterpret what we do. Mm-hmm. Or they don't realize everything we do. Because there's a lot to the job more than just being a photographer. Mm-hmm. Incredible organizational skills. You're a manager, you're an organizer, and that's all part of the job. That's what actually helps you.
And of course, if someone's not on a set, they'll never know exactly what the cinematographer's contribution is vis-a-vis the director's.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's part of the situation as well, is that, when you work with different directors, your relationship with them always changes depending upon what their forte or what their interest happens to be. I mean, sometimes you work with directors who really don't care about what the film looks like so much, and others are much more, attuned to visual imagery, and, so you sort of adjust yourself depending upon, what the director is really interested in. And I find that to be really fun because, then you really get to learn things from them and they get to learn things from you, and it's exciting.
I mean, when you're working with a director for the first time, what kind of conversations do you have? How do you know you're both speaking the same language? And maybe talk about some of the first-time directors you've worked with.
I like to listen a lot to the director to start with, like to hear him out, what his vision is. And that usually builds, images and ideas in your head. So hopefully the first meeting is extended from 1 hour to 2 hours or something, spitballing ideas.
This, for La La Land, it was your first time working with Damien. So what was that like?
Oh, that was, we met, with Damien, we met at his office, and he played me in the music. That was a musical, so he played me in the music, which was, to me, very emotional. I was surprised how I reacted to it, actually. But Damien also has a lot of, he's got a very strong vision. He's a director who also wrote the story, so he obviously, sometimes he worked with directors that adapt the story, but in this case, he wrote the story, so it was very personal to him. And he was sort of like a volcano in how, how he talked about the film and how he saw it. So it was very easy for me to get inspired by him. He's a man that very easily inspires you, And I think that is, to me, that's the best when you work with directors that, have a strong vision and who wants to really inspire the crew to take on to do that, that film.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reality is that you really want to go in and meet a director and have him draw you into their excitement and enthusiasm for the project they're doing. And that's the best part, is when you are just enthused about it because of their incredible enthusiasm and excitement. And you need to have that, because to make a movie, you have to have it.
There you go, guys. I'll just have a little watch of that as well. Now, I know some of those people weren't the most charismatic, okay, but nearly every single person around that table has either won multiple Oscars or has been nominated for Oscars. You had the cinematographer from La La Land right there. Prefer yours. You actually, I can't remember. I missed someone's comment then. They prefer my interviews. The thing is, yeah, that English guy actually isn't in that one. I thought he was. It's an American guy doing that. They are behind the camera, so they're not as personality driven as the ones you will watch where you get 6 Oscar nominated actors around a table. But I think stuff like that is just as valuable from the knowledge you will take away from an interview like that, in terms of ultimately how kind of, you know, cinematographers work with directors to get their vision across, and how you as an actor can feed into that as well. Because working with the DOP, the director of photography, or cinematographer as they're called in the States, can have massive benefits to the amount of screen time that you actually get as an actor. And so knowing what they're looking for and how they work with the director is very, very useful, so you can make their job easier, thus hopefully get more of your face on screen. So yeah, check it out. Honestly, it is a really, really valuable channel. Like I say, I know they weren't the most charismatic, but there are super charismatic interviews on there as well with the actors. But check it out, The Hollywood Reporter, which is youtube.com /Hollywood Reporter, and you go to the parent website as well, which is hollywoodreporter.com, obviously. So to recap, I'll go back through from 3 to 1. Hollywood Reporter, we had at number 3. We had Absolute Motivation, literally one of my favourite channels on YouTube, full stop. If you want to get your ass in gear and need just a kick in the morning, Absolute Motivation. Nav has just started doing a podcast as well. He's only done 2 episodes of it, but you'll be able to check out his Facebook page at the bottom there, facebook.com /Absolute Motivation Media, to learn more about the podcast. And then, of course, the one and only Act on This, the TV Actors Network. You've got to get your ass along to Act on This, the TV Actors Network channel, my own channel. It's where all of these periscopes are uploaded to once they've been live. And also some incredible interviews that are charismatic, more charismatic than the Hollywood Reporter. But the Hollywood Reporter, like I say, just as valuable, guys. I really enjoy having that on in the background when you get, you know, like I say, 6 Oscar-nominated actresses, or Oscar-winning actresses, or Oscar-winning actors, directors, producers, writers. There's just some fascinating conversations that go on over on that channel. So let me know, which is your favourite? Have you subscribed to them all? Are you going to subscribe to them all? Gary, good evening. I can see you are on the scope as well now, mate. Let me know which is your favourite. Would it be okay if I post a link to short film I was on in the Facebook group? Yes, absolutely, Steve. Facebook.com /groups /Act on This TV, without a doubt. Subscribe to all, says Mary Jane. Good work. Ruth is here as well. Good evening, Ruth. Didn't notice you joined before. You've missed some awesome YouTube channels tonight, but watch the replay. And if you can't watch the replay tonight, get yourself to actonthis.tv tomorrow, and you can watch the replay on the website. Love the roundtable talk, says Gary. Have you seen the Actor Studio, Ross? Yeah, I have, Brian. Absolutely. That was almost one that I chose tonight. I might do like a pick of the month or something like that via Periscope from now on. Now I can actually play videos out via Periscope to show you guys some stuff. So check it out. And Steve's going to subscribe to Acts on This, so nice one, Steve. But yeah, I do know of the Actor Studio as well. There's some great YouTube channels out there, you know, guys, and they're not always the biggest ones either. Like Fanny said at the start, she finds it quite difficult to get people to watch her videos. I've stumbled across absolute gems that have hardly got any views. I'd like to say that I wouldn't have posted any improv vids if it were not for you, Ross. It's given me the confidence to do it. Excellent, Fanny. Well, there you go. I appreciate that, and keep it up. You definitely need your own YouTube channel. Who's thought of creating their own YouTube channel, or who has a YouTube channel currently? Let me know in the comments. I'll look out for it now. And if you have, put the channel name in the comments, and let's get people subscribing to that. Let's get more views on your videos. Thanks for sharing, Gary. I know you just retweeted the Periscope, I can see there. But let me know, yeah, in the comments if you've got your own YouTube channel, because I will help you promote it. Absolutely. By all means, stick it in the comments. But if you can't get views on individual videos, why have a channel? Well, because you've got, you know, basically you build it and they will come, Fanny. There's no point in going, well, no one's watching my videos yet, so I won't build it. Not the right attitude. Come on, we can do better than that. I have 2 channels, Wow Wow and me. I forgot what Wow Wow stands for, Ruth. It's a radio station you do, isn't it? What is Wow Wow? write it out fully, not as an acronym. I can't remember what it is. Because haven't I been on it? Or did you, when you did a radio interview with me, was that Wow Wow, or was that something else? But yeah, Fanny, you've got to, you know, ultimately, you know, you might as well build a channel, build it properly, because that's the only way you're going to attract attention. If you put one video on and go, no one's watching it, then you've given up way too early, like ridiculously too early. I used to get so excited when like 6 people watched one of my videos, because that was 6 people who had watched one of my videos. It's a start, you know. You've got to start somewhere. I've got my own channel though, but no one watches. Well, put it in the comments, Fanny. Let us know. Ross, what do you think of Vimeo as a platform for actors? Vimeo, Brian, is a great platform for the quality you can upload to Vimeo is generally their codec. So in terms of what plays video back, I think is a higher quality than YouTube's. I just find it looks better. But it's more for filmmakers, and it's more of a place to store your videos to share with other people. There is a bit of an indie film kind of, you know, vibe on there, and you can even do like a subscription thing where people can pay to watch videos and all kinds of things. It's a bit more for people who really know what they're doing with video in terms of industry people. I would think real filmmakers and that kind of stuff. YouTube is just an incredible platform for getting video out everywhere, and also for being kind of, I don't mean discovered as in like, oh, I've been discovered and now I'm famous. I mean as in like a platform to just where your videos will get discovered, almost, you know, by accident sometimes. And like I say, Nav, who's going to, who runs the Absolute Motivation channel, is going to come and do a feature with us to kind of give us some tips and tricks on that. And I want to collaborate with Nav on a motivational video purely for acts on this as well. I want it to be a video that people watch or listen to before they go into an audition. It'll be very specifically scripted, that I think, you know, will really help people. Wow Wow is so much more than just wow. says Ruth. What does it stand for though, Ruth? Or does it not? Is it just wow, like wow wow? Like it's just bigger than a wow? Let me know. But yeah, I think everybody, you know, there's a channel in you, ultimately. Like, I think there's a book in everyone, there's a song in everyone, there's a poem in everyone, there's a film in everyone, a TV show in everyone. I think there's a YouTube channel in everybody, to a certain degree. Particularly if you're an actor and you're used to being in front of the camera, there's something that you can definitely put out there that people will probably find worth watching. You know, if you find it interesting, the chances are you're not so unique that you're the only one on the planet who finds it interesting. There's going to be lots of other people who find what you find interesting. So if you don't put it out there, you're never going to know. Fanny, what do you put on your YouTube channel? Why do you find people, you know, are struggling to watch it, or you can't get people to it? What kind of stuff have you got on there, and what are you calling your videos? What are the titles of them? Bigger than wow. Oh, who and what's on where is what Wow Wow is. Who and what's on where. Excellent. Okay, cool. So I shall search for who and what's on where then, and subscribe to that for you, Ruth. Let me know though, Fanny, what your videos are about, and anybody else who's ever put a video on YouTube. What have you done? Is your show reel on YouTube? Because it should be. If you're an actor, you should at least have your show reel on YouTube, and it should be labelled with the current year. Let's not have any YouTube show reels that still say 2015. Only have my show reel as yet though, and my little boy has one. I think that was Miranda. You just said, yeah, well that's great. I mean, there's a lot of people in there who kind of like want to be YouTubers as a career now. A lot of kids, and there's a lot, you know, there's a lot who aren't producing quality. I think everyone just thinks they can produce great videos. I think if you're gonna do it, you've got to at least plan your videos, you know, as opposed to just turn the camera on and just presume that everyone's just going to watch you do anything. Show reelers on YouTube, says Ruth. It's all my creative output with singing and dancing and acting. That's Fanny's channel, so go check that out. So what's the URL then, Fanny, or what's your channel called? Helen's only got a show reel on YouTube at the moment. Miranda said it's crazy. I think you're referring to the people who just everyone wants to be a YouTuber. My nephew's like, mate, I want to be a YouTuber. He's like 11, and he's like, right, will you subscribe to my channel? And he's, bless him, only got like 7 subscribers. I'll subscribe. And he creates little videos on his phone. But I'm trying to get his production values up. I'm like, come on, mate, you know, you got to give people a bit of quality. But he is only 11, can't be too harsh. Fanny Compton, the actor, everybody can see there. So search for that, Fanny Compton, the actor. Check it out. What are your thoughts on short film festivals versus putting short films online? Difficult one. Was that you, Brian? Because if you're entering into a short film festival, you're not allowed to put it online until it's been shown at the film festival. That's some of the criteria, is that they get an exclusive on it. So if you're going to do the short film rounds in lots of festivals over a season, You can't really put it online first because you know people aren't supposed to be able to watch it until it's premiered. You know, at the oh, that was Mary. Okay, Mary. That's not you know, it's not really supposed to be shown before the film festival. I think entering as many film festivals as possible with a short is super, super valuable. Even if you're like, you know what, this one's only a tiny little film festival and it's only £5 to enter or whatever. I think any publicity is good publicity. I think particularly if you can go to the film festivals as well, there seems to be quite a lot of politics in film festivals. You seem to win more often if you go to the film festivals in person with your short. I have a short in post and I've decided between festivals or online. I'd send it to festivals first, Mary, and then you see how you do, and then put it online afterwards. Because if you can get to festivals and you can win a couple of things, you can put the little, you know, the accolades with it, and it makes more people want to watch it. Are you familiar with actualize.org? I'm not, Fanny. Tell me a bit about it. And I missed another comment there. I'm sorry about that. I don't know who that was. Someone whoever's blue tonight. I missed that. We're just asking where your F poster is, Ross. All right, it's changed. My F-it poster is changed for a company rules poster now. All about company rules, deciding to take responsibility, down to laughing, not complaining, finding solutions, keeping on it, open your mind, down to lead, not follow. That one at the bottom is like super critical. Lead, not follow. Leaders create leaders, guys, not followers. I want all you guys to become leaders and do your own stuff as well, not just be a follower. You've got to lead. And I'm trying to lead and create leaders through leading in a nice way. But yeah, I think Mary, film festivals, do it and then get it on YouTube, then get it on Vimeo, get it all over the place. Just get it out to festivals, try and win some awards, because you can enter for everything from like script, cinematography, acting, score. You know, if you've got someone to score it and it's like, you know, professional musical score, you can win some great little things. Put your accolades along with that, you know, winner of, it might only be like Manchester Film Festival, you know, or, you know, whatever it is, a little, you know, a tiny little one. But no one knows it's a tiny little one. They just think, oh, wow, this film's won something, right? It must be worth watching. And then they're going to get more eyeballs on it. So I think it's super, super valuable. So yeah, I just, well, you know, I hope that's kind of opened your mind a little bit more to YouTube, guys. Watch more, consume more, but create more as well. Don't just consume and then not create anything. Okay, you've got to spend time implementing as well, you know. So get your knowledge, particularly through Act on This, through the Hollywood Reporter. Get your motivation from Absolute Motivation, and get that knowledge. You know, Benjamin Franklin, I've got there, said an investment in knowledge pays the best interest, and I love that quote. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. YouTube has literally an infinite pool of knowledge, a video on everything for all occasions. If you want a tutorial on how to do something, I promise you it'll be on YouTube. Just search for it. If you want to be inspired and motivated, get yourself to Absolute Motivation. If you want to learn more about the acting industry, get yourself to Act on This. If you're thinking to go to Hollywood, or you want to hear from literally the acting industry's elite in the world, go to the Hollywood Reporters channel. But yeah, watch more, you know, and consume more, but don't spend all of your time purely consuming, because then you ain't going to get shit done. Okay, you've got to make sure you implement, you execute, and you start creating as well, which is why I think it's such a great platform, because you can do both. You get inspired by watching videos, and then, I mean, I watch some stuff and I'm like, wow, I want to do something similar to that, and then I go out and create something similar. I try and improve on it, or I take one element of it and build upon that, and it's just a super, super creative platform. So that's it for tonight, guys. I will be back on Wednesday for the book club. Who's going to be back on Wednesday with me? We're looking at Michael Hyatt's Living Forward, Michael and Dan's book, an awesome book. It'll be the third week on the trot that we are looking at this book for January. It's a proven life plan, effectively, to quit drifting through life. So a lot of people do, where you feel busy but not productive, or you feel like you're not getting shit done and you just tread in water. And it's a proven plan to help you kind of ultimately quit drifting and start getting a life that you really want. If you want to watch the replay of the first 2 weeks, go to actonthis.tv right now. On the homepage, you will see a little section that says This Week on Periscope. You'll find the book club, you find one of the book club Periscopes on there. And then if you go into the menu and just click on Periscope replays, you'll find like 150. I think this is 151 tonight, guys. That's got to be worth some hearts, hasn't it? 151 Periscopes. Can everyone spare a piece of love for who? Who are we sparing a piece of love for, Brian? I will, but well, I can't. I can't give any hearts. What's happened here? Something bad happened. Fanny's saying, sorry to hear that. I've missed these comments while I've been talking to this bloody camera here. What's going on? I'll spare love for somebody. I can't give any hearts, though, because I'm the host. I don't think I can anyway. No, I can't. I'm not allowed. But let me know what's happened. I don't want anything terrible to have happened. But yeah, Wednesday night, guys. Back for book club. Go watch the replay. Let's help get your life on track in 2017. We've all got to smash it. How's people doing with their goals before I go? Let me know if you're tracking your goals for January, because we're coming up to, I think the 17th is the day where everyone quits their New Year's resolutions. Tanya Foley, a great actor, passed. Oh, I don't know Tanya, but bless her. Yeah, well, absolutely. Love going out there for Tanya. Yeah, I didn't know it. Was she like a famous actress or just an actress that you know, Brian? Either way, terrible. Short illness, beautiful energy. Tell you, man, it's like, it's one of these things. My mum had an operation today. Slight detour here. But I knew she was having an anaesthetic. And there is times like when people are having an anaesthetic and an operation where you really do, again, appreciate mortality, don't you? You're like, you know what, life is so fragile. And you hear about a lot of people obviously just, passed away in 2016. It was kind of the theme for the year, wasn't it? I think a lot of people still don't appreciate their mortality. And I said to my mum, I said, you wait until you wake up after that anaesthetic. Because I've only had one anaesthetic in my life. But the feeling of gratitude that I felt run through my body, it was like elation, pure elation, when I woke up from that anaesthetic. Purely to be alive. I was like, I'm just so grateful that I am alive. I'd never had an anaesthetic before, and we all think when we're having an anaesthetic that we're going to die, don't we? It will be the one who has a reaction to it or something like that. And I said to my mum, you just wait until you're waking up from that anaesthetic and feel that gratitude. And imagine if you could wake up like that every day. Wouldn't life be, a beautiful place? She was 37. I knew her from Equity. Oh, I said, no one you knew, Brian. Wow, I'm so sorry, mate. 37. Wow. Got me out 34. That's so sad. That's crazy. There's 150,000 people, guys, every day who don't wake up. Please be grateful when you wake up tomorrow morning. Everyone on this scope is going to wake up tomorrow. I'm absolutely sure. But please, just, if you can wake up in the morning, just be grateful for that. You're going to be in a beautiful state. Life is precious, says Miranda. We should make every day count, as one will indeed be your last. Absolutely. Definitely. Steve says far too young. Yes, it's shocking. Yeah, it is. It really, really is. That's really, really sad. But again, you've got to use that as motivation to do what you want to do whilst you're here, as opposed to going, right, okay, Tanya, bless her, and her family would give anything, to have another few days or months or a year or whatever to attack life and do the things that she probably thought she had all the time in the world to do. And then one day she realised she didn't have all the time left in the world to do those things. Helen says, every day above ground is a great day. It's one of my 10 commandments here. The bottom one there. If you're a bulletproof actor, you do the mindset program that I do twice a year. There you go at the bottom there. Every day above ground is a great day. And I get people to sign this declaration, guys, when they first start the program. But it truly is. Every day above ground is a great day. If you wake up, even if you are in pain and you are sad or you have problems, it's beautiful because you have time left on the clock to do something about it. Whilst you are feeling that pain, you can do something about it. When you can't, it's game over, isn't it? So yeah, let's be very mindful this week of how precious life is and how grateful we are to have it. And you have nothing to lose, guys, when you think about that. If you're scared right now of attacking your acting career, phoning that casting director, getting in touch with that agent, stepping out your comfort zone to make a film, to create a YouTube channel like we spoke about tonight, just fucking do it. Because, you have nothing to lose. Thanks for your comments, Ross and the gang, says Brian. Pleasure, Brian. Joe says, you're such a good guy, Ross. Joe's here. Joe, man. Joe Doherty. Good evening, Joe. Joe, you better start attending these Periscopes, man. You've missed a great one tonight. Joe used to do a acting class with me at For TV, and I will never, ever forget the first time I saw Joe do a scene. Joe's Irish. He was doing this scene that me and Eric James Dean still do this when we're in the car driving around, Joe. We still go, hit me! Hit me! Because he was shouting someone to hit him. I love it. But yeah, welcome, man. Joe says, I know, I'm on it. 2017 is my year. I hope it is, Joe, man. You've been out for too long, man. Get yourself back in. Be part of these scopes. And yeah, and get, you know, hit me! Going again. Because I loved it. It was great. He's probably cringing now. Right, guys, I'm gonna go. I miss our Krispy Kreme trip, says Joe. Yeah, we used to go Krispy Kreme donuts. Well, then we started going to Starbucks, Joe. Now you ain't been for a while. We need to get a reunion going. I'll get Eric to come along. We can all go and have a Krispy Kreme for old time's sake. Hit me up on Facebook. Make sure you're in the Facebook group, Joe. Facebook.com/groups/ActOnThisTV. Shitloads of stuff going on in there now. It's like 3,500 actors. I've got so many incredible features coming up with some of the biggest names in the industry this year. You're gonna be a wanna be a part of it, mate. Definitely. So definitely come along and check it out. So that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. Massively appreciate you all. I hope you're enjoying. Are these scopes now, they're a bit more digital and a bit more, you know, we can inject video and stuff? Are they a bit more interesting? Do you want to do more of this kind of thing where I can actually show you video as well, as opposed to it all just being my face, which is very much just like a cartoon head? If you like it, yeah, we'll do more of the interactive kind of stuff. And also what I might do is I might film some... I prefer old school. Fanny, you got to adapt, mate. Come on, you've got to get with the times. What I start doing as well is I might even start doing some little like proper ghetto style interviews when I'm out. Helen loved the videos, nice one, Helen. Even just on my phone, and then I can play them live. You know, so if I bump into an actor or something like that, I can be, or you know, even some of the studios where I'm a voiceover artist at and things like that. Do a little interview, you know, get a few tips, and then I can then play them to you that night. You know, live on here. Got to get down with the kids, says Steve. Exactly. Miranda says, sounds great. Gida's got cool glasses on emojis. But Fanny, I appreciate your feedback as well. Definitely. But it looks like more people like the new school than the old school. So we'll just stick with the new school for now. Fanny hates the kids. You got to get with them, Fanny. You got to get with them. Right, guys. I massively appreciate you all. Thanks so much for watching. I'm just seeing what's going on here. If I missed any slides tonight, no. I think we're all good in that case. I've got nothing left to show you guys, but I massively appreciate you being here. New Rock, says Brian. Thank you, Brian. I'll see you Wednesday night, 9 PM for Joe. Make sure you're part of it, mate. Oh, dropping the book, Living Forward, Michael Hyatt. Go to actonthis.tv. Watch the last 2 scopes we've done on this. You'll love it. It's a great book. It's going to help make 2017 your year. Thank you, Jake. Thank you for watching, mate. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Gida. Appreciate you all. Let's make sure we are grateful of our mortality. Grateful for our lives this week. And if you want to do a YouTube channel, get out there, post it in the Facebook group, and we'll make sure we watch. Fanny, at least you'll get, I don't know, 50 viewers who've been on the scope tonight watching your YouTube channel now. Keep building it from there. Rome was not built in a day. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you with you soon. Bye for now.